watching. So today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on this makeup look. This is a look that I created using the It's Judy Time palette. This is a palette that you can find on bhcosmetics.com, which I will link down in the description bar. But BH Cosmetics is definitely a makeup brand that I shop at all the time because not only are they affordable, but they don't sacrifice quality for affordability. So definitely one of my favorites, and this is actually a palette that I included in my giveaway, and this makeup look is the look that I wore in my giveaway announcement video. So I figured it would be fun to create a makeup look using the products in the giveaway so that whoever actually wins, if you like this makeup look, you could actually try it out. Now of course this is a more glammed up version of what I think could be a very daytime glam wearable makeup look, but of course if it's too much color for you, you could always nix the purple on the lower lash line, or just tone down any of the colors, or skip any of the steps that I do throughout the makeup look to make it more suitable for you and what you like and what you feel comfortable with. So if you would like to see how I got this makeup look, then please keep watching. So as usual, we are starting off with the eyes, and the very first thing that I'm going to do is highlight underneath my brow bone. I'm using the Milani brow and eye highlighter, and I'm just going to place that underneath my brow and blend it out with a flat shader brush. And then I'm going to go in and prime my lids using the Lorac eyeshadow primer, and this is just going to give us a nice base for the shadows that we will be applying next. So for our eyeshadow look, I'm using the BH Cosmetics It's Judy Time palette, and our Fashion Fly has landed first on this matte brown shade, which I'm going to be using as my transition color. So I'm picking this up on a big fluffy blending brush by Sigma and placing that right into my crease. And then following that, I'm going to take a flat shader brush, also by Sigma, and pick up this gorgeous gold shimmery shade, and I'm just going to place this on the inner third of my eye and push that into the crease. And I am going to apply a couple of layers of this shade just to make sure that it shows up nice and vibrant. Following that, I'm picking up this bronzy shade, and this is going to go on the center of my lid, working my way out towards the outer half of my eyelid. And I am going to blend this color into that gold shade that we applied previously. And then lastly, I'm picking up this gorgeous purple shade that has these beautiful flecks of pink glitter in it. It's absolutely gorgeous. I'm picking that up on a more dense shader brush and focusing the majority of that color on the outer portion of my lid, and then lightly blending into the crease. And then here what you see me doing is taking my E25 blending brush by Sigma and blending out any harsh lines. And of course, anytime that you blend, you can lose some of the color that you applied. So what you see me doing here is just going back in and intensifying that color on my lid. Also, prior to applying my eyeshadows, I did apply some tape. So what you see me doing here is just removing that tape that I applied after I've already applied my eyeliner, and that's going to give me a nice crisp edge. For my mascara, I'm going to be using my absolute favorite of the moment, and that is the Maybelline Pumped Up Colossal Mascara. And I'm just going to give my lashes a nice coat and then apply my falsies. I am using the Ardell Demi Wispies for this makeup look. And then I'm just going to go back in with that shader brush and intensify that purple shade in the outer V. And of course, don't forget to blend out any harsh lines. Moving on to my face, the very first thing that I'm going to do is apply my primers. I'm using the Benefit Professional Face Primer and the Rimmel Stay Matte. And the two of these together are just going to give me a nice flawless base to apply my foundation to. But before I do that, I am going to conceal a few blemishes and dark spots on my face. And for that, I'm using the MAC Studio Finish Concealer in the shade NC45, which I highly recommend to anyone that has any blemishes that they want to conceal on their face before applying their foundation to give them a nice flawless finish. This concealer will definitely get the job done. For my foundation, I'm using the Milani Cream to Powder Foundation in the shade Spiced Almond, and I'm applying this with an angled kabuki brush by Sigma. And I'm just going to press this into my skin and then blend it out. I absolutely love using this brush with this product because I feel like it definitely blends it effortlessly. So if you haven't or are thinking about purchasing the Sigma kabuki brushes. I definitely highly recommend them because they work like a dream. So here I'm just running that down my neck and then applying to my forehead, just making sure that it's very nicely blended and I don't have any lines of demarcation or harsh lines throughout my face. For my concealer, I'm actually going to be mixing two shades, NC42 and NC45 of the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm just placing this underneath my eyes and blending it out with the Taper Kabuki brush by Sigma. And of course, we want to keep that concealer in place throughout the day and keep it from creasing, so I am going to set it with my Ben Nye Luxury Powder in the shade Banana. And to set the rest of the foundation on my face, I'm going to be using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark, and I'm picking this up on a big fluffy powder brush, and this one is by Real Techniques. To contour my face, I'm using my Milani Baked Bronzer in the shade Golden, and I'm picking this up on a small contour brush by Sigma, and I'm just going to place this product right in the hollows of my cheeks as well as on the temples of my forehead. And what this is going to do is just help to add some color back into my face as well as give me a little bit more definition and dimension. For blush, I'm going to be using my Milani Rose Powder Blush in the shade Romantic Rose, and then to highlight my cheekbones, I'm using the Baked Blush in the shade Bellissimo Bronze, and then to blend all of that together, I'm using my Real Techniques stippling brush. Moving on to my lower lash line, the very first thing that I'm going to do is line my waterline. For that, I'm using my Jordana eyeliner in the shade Purple Fix. After I apply that to my waterline, I'm going to go in with that same purple shade that we used on our outer V, and I'm going to push that into my lower lashes, and then I'm going to take a smudge brush and just blend that out and make it really nice and smoky. And then of course, we can't forget to highlight our inner corner. This is a step that is really going to brighten up the eyes. And then following that, I'm going to show some love to my lower lashes. And now for the best part of this video, look who came to see me, my little niece. And she mean mugs the camera as she leaves. So moving on to my lips, the very first thing that I'm going to do is line and fill them in. And for that, I'm using my Jordana lip liner in the shade Tawny. Once I've got my lips lined and filled in, the next thing that I'm going to apply is my LA Girl Cosmetics Glazed Lip Paint in the shade Blushing. And I'm actually going to apply this with a disposable lip sponge. I highly recommend using one of these or a lip brush if you have one, just because it's going to give you a lot more control over the product and allow you to be a lot more precise with the application. And I promise you that you will love how it applies much more if you use a lip sponge such as this one that I'm using here. If you have not tried these glazed lip paints, I highly recommend them, and I have been thinking about doing a review and swatch video on these, so if that's something that you're interested in, definitely give this video a thumbs up. Next, I'm going in and contouring my nose. I'm using the Natural Taupe shade of the Milani Brow and Eye Highlight Pencil, and I'm just going to blend that out with my finger. And then following that, I'm just going to run a little bit more of that banana powder that I used to set my under eye concealer, just to highlight the center of my nose. Next, I'm going to set my brows in place. I'm using the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which I highly recommend, by the way. Your brows will not move all day with this product. It is absolutely amazing. And then of course, the last step is to just lock everything in with a setting spray, and then you are good to go. Thank you so much again for stopping by and checking out my video. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel to stay up to date on future videos from me. I hope that you are having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.